Have you ever messed up so badly that you feel depressed over it? Like you've made one or two really bad choices in life, decisions that seem to keep messing up your life even years after the fact. And you find yourself constantly ruminating over those past decisions, wondering what could have been and feeling guilty and ashamed about how things turned out. Trust me, you're not alone. Almost all of us have these moments. And if you're feeling depressed over your past choices, you might be wondering, am I just screwed? Is there any way out of this? Or worse, you might feel too ashamed to admit what you've done and too afraid to ask for help. But listen, dealing with the depression of bad choices is something that all of us experience. And no matter what you've done, I want you to know that you're not beyond repair. There's always a way out. So today I want to talk about how to get out of the depression caused by our own bad choices. And to do that, we're going to look at 5 points from Stoic philosophy. Point no. 1. Acknowledge without self-pity. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well. Epictetus. The first step to overcoming the depression of our bad choices is to acknowledge them. And I know this seems obvious, but how do we acknowledge them without self-pity? Because here's what usually happens. We make a bad choice, we feel a twinge of guilt or shame or fear. So then we try to justify it or rationalize it or hide it. And the more we try to push it away, the bigger the problem becomes. Eventually, it catches up with us and we find ourselves spiraling into a pit of despair. So instead, what the Stoics recommend is that we accept what has happened without trying to change it. Yes, it's easier said than done. But the key here is to remember that we're not our choices. We're not defined by our mistakes. We're defined by how we respond to them. So take a deep breath, let go of the self-blame and self-pity, and just accept it. What happened, happened. It's gone, it's finished, it's in the past. And the only thing that we can do now is move forward. Which brings us to point number 2, you are not your mistakes. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca, from the Stoic perspective, we are rational agents. We are capable of making choices and improving ourselves. We are not our mistakes, our bad choices, or the bad things that happen to us. Those are just facts of life. They're just part of the human condition. What defines us is how we respond to them, and that's where the power lies. So instead of focusing on the negative, instead of dwelling in the past, let's look to the future. Let's focus on what we can control. Because here's the truth, every mistake, every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become better. It's a chance to prove to ourselves what we're made of. So embrace the challenge, embrace the opportunity. And remember, you are not your mistakes. Point 3, control what you can, your present action. The chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Epictetus. One of the most important lessons that we learn from Stoic philosophy is that we can only control our present action. Everything else is outside of our control. The past is gone. We can't change it. We can't alter it. We can't influence it in any way. The only thing that we have right now is this moment, this present moment, and that's what we can control. And that's what we should focus on. When we start to dwell on the past, when we start to ruminate over our mistakes, we lose control of the one thing that we actually can control, our present action. So let's bring our focus back to the present. Let's concentrate on the now. And remember, we are only in control of our actions, not the outcomes, not the results, just our actions. So take a deep breath. Focus on the now and do the right thing right now. Point 4, reframe. Mistakes as path to wisdom. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Marcus Aurelius. When we make a mistake, when we choose poorly, we often feel surprised, even shocked. We think to ourselves, how could this have happened? Why didn't I see this coming? And that's because we tend to think of mistakes as bad, as something to be avoided at all costs. But the Stoics challenge this way of thinking. They challenge us to look at mistakes in a different light. Instead of seeing mistakes as bad, as something to be feared, they invite us to see them as opportunities to learn, to grow, and to become wiser. The key here is to remember that life is full of surprises. We can't predict the future. We can't control everything, and sometimes things just happen. They're beyond our control, but that doesn't mean that we're powerless. It just means that we need to be flexible, adaptable, and willing to learn from our mistakes. So instead of feeling surprised or shocked by our mistakes, let's try to embrace them. Let's try to learn from them. And above all, let's try to move forward from them. Point 5. Practice self-compassion, not excuses. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. One of the biggest mistakes that we can make is to give up on ourselves. To say to ourselves, it's too late, I'm beyond repair. I've made too many mistakes. And then we spend our days wallowing in self-pity, blaming ourselves, beating ourselves up over our past choices. But the Stoics would tell us that this is not the way to go. In fact, they would tell us that this is the exact opposite of what we should be doing. Instead of giving up on ourselves, we should practice self-compassion. We should acknowledge our mistakes, yes, but we should also forgive ourselves. We should recognize that we are human, that we are all flawed, that we all make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that we're beyond redemption. It just means that we need to keep trying, that we need to keep moving forward. So don't give up on yourself. Don't let your past choices define you. Remember, the only person who is truly free is the person who is master of themselves. Conclusion: you can't go back, but you can go forward. Better, wiser, stronger. That's the Stoic path. Listen, we all mess up. We all make mistakes. It's just part of being human. But that doesn't mean that we're screwed. It just means that we need to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and start again. Because here's the truth, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. So don't be afraid to make a fresh start. Don't be afraid to set a new course. And most importantly, don't be afraid to believe in yourself. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are not your bad choices. You are the sum total of all of your experiences, both good and bad, and that includes your mistakes. But remember, it's not your mistakes that define you. It's how you respond to them that truly matters, so pick yourself up. Dust yourself off and start again. You are not beyond repair. You are not hopeless. You are not lost. You are loved. You are valued. And you are important. And most importantly, you are free. You are free to choose your own path. You are free to make your own mistakes. And you are free to learn from them and grow from them. So go out there and live your best life. Go out there and be the best version of yourself that you can be. Because that's what it means to be human. And if you want to learn more about Stoic philosophy, check out these videos here. Thank you so much for watching Stoic Bend. Until next time.